People always ask me all the time, they say, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. If I decided to purchase an annuity with the Annuity Man, how does that work? Do you do everything, Stan the Annuity Man? Do you do all the paperwork? Tell you what, about 3 decades ago I probably did, but it's been a while. I have a very, very good group of people. They're the Team TAM, Team Annuity Man, and my Las Vegas, Nevada office. So we have no agents that work outside of the Las Vegas office. Everybody in that Las Vegas office, except for my Chief Marketing Officer, they are all licensed in all 50 states. But here's the key, they're not on commission. They're not hammers looking for nails. So we are going to advise you on what's right for you. If we think an annuity doesn't fit your situation, we'll tell you. If we think that you're putting too much money in, we'll tell you. And then we hopefully can guide you to the right annuity type, because annuities, there's many types. We're going to guide you to that and then quote the highest contractual guarantees in the country, quoting all carriers for your specific situation. Now, we do have some rules. We'll go over that in just a minute. But let me just go through the process. On the site, if you go to the site, you'll see where you can schedule a call. It's a free consultation. That's with my client solutions team, and they have been trained by me. They talk a lot slower and not in a southern accent, but they know what they're doing. Once again, all licensed in all 50 states, but not on commission. You can schedule a call and we can go through the process of finding out if an annuity fits for you, and then we will run the quotes, send the quotes, and if you want to lock in that quote, we can. If you know what you want, and you've gone to my site and you've run quotes and you looked at the MIGA feed, and you can do that 24/7, 365 at your leisure. No one's going to pick up the phone and call you. No one's going to bug you. You can hit what's called the Buy Now button, and Buy Now is just scheduling a time for us to get the application process started. So let's talk about the application process. Now, in the annuity industry at the time of this taping, artificial intelligence means actual individuals. There has to be a licensed agent on the phone with you, licensed in your state. That's the reason everyone is licensed in all 50 states. And that's the legal way to do it. But it's interesting because the life insurance business, so life insurance companies issue annuities, but life insurance, you can pretty much use AI tools to get to the finish line and apply and all that stuff. Currently not with annuities. I mean, we can get you as far as we can get you, and then at the end, a licensed agent has to be on that line with you and make sure that it's suitable and appropriate for you. And in addition, after the application process, the receiving carrier of the money, they're going to do a suitability review as well. Very highly regulated industry, but the process works like this. We have what's called in my world, in the Annuity Man world, underneath that large office in Las Vegas, we have a client solutions team, which is the people that will be talking with you about strategies, running quotes, giving you their opinion and their ideas based upon my tried and true strategies I've been using for 3 decades. If you decide to move forward, then my policy delivery and applications team will be involved. That's all they do. So you will have to get on a phone call with them. Typically it's a Zoom call because they need to see your face and you need to see our face, and we will ask confidential questions. We do not keep, share, sell, any of that stuff with your information. We're putting it in the application to then forward to the carrier, okay? So that's what my policy delivery and applications team, they do. They send that to the carrier, and then during the process, whether it's you're writing a check to send to the carrier, the annuity company, or if you're transferring from IRA to IRA or a 1035 transfer from an annuity to an annuity, my team, my policy delivery and applications team, they're going to be involved all the complete way, from start to finish. They're just going to keep you updated on the process and proactively email and call you just to let you know on how that works. Sometimes that process goes quickly. Sometimes it's 7 days or less. Sometimes it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and we'll let you know. Now, the key here is don't say, wait a minute, that's a long time. Well, there's suitability, there's movement of money, etc. But what we do when you decide to purchase an annuity, regardless of type, MIGA, SPIA, DIA, QLAC, income rider, we lock in that quote. So we lock in that quote, the number that you want to see contractually happen. We lock that in, and then we push the paper through, in essence. So remember this, for lifetime income, we always say it's A+ or better because you're going to marry that carrier. MIGA's a little different. We're dating that carrier, so it could be B++, it could be A-, could be A, could be A+. But we also look at carriers a little bit differently than most. Obviously, we'll look at the ratings. There's 4 rating services we look at: AM Best, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch. And then I personally, with a couple of my cohort friends from back in the day when I worked on Wall Street, we look underneath the hood at the financials just to make sure that they're solid. But what we do that no one else really does is we look at how this carrier that you're looking at or that we're recommending, how do they handle the paperwork? Are they easy to work with my team? Will they be easy to work with in case you decide to call? You don't have to. We can always work on your behalf, but are they easy to work with? In a lot of cases, really high-rated companies, we decide to not recommend them until they clean up their administrative side. And we get on the phone with them. I have a person that handles that, and they call up and say, you know what, the annuity man's not going to recommend you until you get some things cleared up on your administrative side. We just had to pull an A-rated carrier from our recommendation list for MIGAs because of that specific situation. So the process is handled by us. So if you make a decision to purchase, we're going to handle that from start to finish, soup to nuts. You're not going to be involved. If you do have to get on the phone, it's going to be because my policy delivery and applications team is on a conference call with you for whatever reason. Also understand this. The money that's going to the carrier never touches our hands. It's going to go from your checking account or IRA or annuity to the carrier. Okay, we're just the facilitators of that process. Now, because of that, we do get paid a commission. It's built into the annuity structure. Life insurance and annuity commissions are built in and I guess hidden from the consumer, but it's a net transaction to you. They're paying us commissions from their heat, that account that they pay their heat, light, water bill from. They're paying that commission to us. Just remember, the simpler the product, and that's pretty much what we sell, simple products, the lower the commission. When you hear complicated products at the Bad Chicken Dinner seminar with Johnny Appleseed Agent, that's a high commission product. Doesn't mean it's bad, but we're going to be looking at what you are trying to accomplish and asking 2 questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? And we're going to also remind you that annuities solve for 4 primary things. That acronym is PIL. P stands for principal protection. I stands for income for life. L stands for legacy. And the other L stands for long-term care. Under no circumstance, do not buy an annuity for market growth or potential market growth or hypothetical market growth or unicorns chasing the butterfly, back-tested numbers. Do not do that, and never, ever, ever, ever buy an annuity for an upfront bonus. That's like buying the car for the stereo system. And I came up with a saying, which is annuity upfront bonuses are really like candy for the stupid. Don't take that wrong if you bought one for the bonus, but it's like going to the car dealership and say, I don't really care about the transmission or the engine. I just want to hear the stereo. Okay? The upfront bonus is nothing more than part of the overall contractual guarantee. Do we quote that when we're quoting income riders? Absolutely we do. But we don't care about it. All we care about is the number, the rating of the company, and the risk mitigation that we look at that company to make sure it's the company that's right for you. So, I guess in conclusion, we'd love to have you as a client, okay? We really would. But the process we're going to handle from start to finish. It's not something you're going to have to handle. And then after the policy is delivered, we're going to handle all the administrative issues. You can, if you want to, you can call the 800 number on the statement, or you can have us handle it for you. Also remember too, part of that buying process, the annuity industry is the only industry in the financial services business that you can test drive the car and give it back to the dealership. In other words, there's a free look policy, meaning that each state says you have the policy's been delivered to you, but in this certain amount of time, you have the right to give it back to the annuity company. You don't have to give them any reason why, and they will send your money back to you. We just had a situation where a gentleman bought a large single premium immediate annuity, multiple millions of dollars. Things changed in his life and he wanted the money back. They sent the money back, sent the check back. They will do that without hesitation. They will not try to call you and cross-sell you. It's law. And so understand that one of the good things about us, we're not high pressure, okay? But if you've been high pressured into buying something from someone else, unfortunately, you can get out of it with that free look time period. So, in closing, there's never an urgency to buy an annuity. Annuities are contractual guarantees. You should always own them for what they will do, not what they might do. Okay, but the urgency is for you to fully understand the product. If you can't explain it to a 9-year-old, don't buy it. No offense to 9-year-olds. You have to fully understand what you're buying, not the 30,000-foot view, the granular, the good, the bad, the limitations, and the benefits of every single strategy, so you know exactly what it's going to do contractually. So that's how the application process works with the Annuity Man. What I'd encourage you to do is go to my site, theannuityman.com, run quotes, look at the MIGA rates, watch the videos, download my free owner's manuals. I've done owner's manuals on all types, MIGAs, SPIAs, DIAs, QLACs, and income riders. Those are free. You can download them. You can read them. You can also go to my YouTube channel and say, okay, I want to learn about QLACs. There's playlists for every specific type of annuity and strategy. I've done a few thousand and going to continue to do that. Bottom line, educate yourself. Educate yourself before you make any decision. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man. We hope that you give us a shot for your business. We'd love for you to be a client. See you next time.